We're starting. Two tired twats. iTunes. We're on. Welcome to Two Tired Twats Comedy Podcast. Okay, my name is Patty Rosbrough, the lovely and gorgeous Carrie Kravis is wearing her husband's golf shirt today.
I am because I'm packing and all my
Because you
shit.
don't have your regular clothes.
No,
because
I
you're
don't
moving.
even know where anything is.
You will find it. We have two fantastic guests today. Two beautiful men right here.
Well,
Aside from being funny. They're both of them, I think, work
Very
out.
handsome.
Don't they both work out? Look,
Yeah.
they both have abs.
Yeah.
They
almost look gay. That's how good looking they are.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Almost.
Gay men have
Actually,
it
I
put
was
together.
accused of being gay out in the street just before.
That
so.
was,
Really?
Yeah,
we almost got
What
arrested.
happened?
Because-
Wait, let me say your names. George Gallo is here. Daren Dillon is here.
Yes.
Hello.
The Long Island crew. I'm the only one that doesn't fit in here.
You
Yes,
don't.
you do.
Well, I'm not quite Long Island.
You're
I
Long
was a
Island
little-
by proxy.
Yes, I am. What happened, you guys? You got in a fight with somebody? What
No,
happened?
not really. I was being a nice guy. Carrie said, "Watch out for the bus." There was a bus coming. We were near a bus stop. So I put my hand out so this guy didn't get hit by the mirror of the bus. I put it on his shoulder. He walked into whatever.
Right.
I was being considerate, and
Right.
all of a sudden, he looks at me. He's like, "Don't ever fucking touch me again." I'm like, "Dude, I was looking out for
Totally
you."
wicked out on it. Like he was.
Really?
Yeah, it was.
He was
weird.
a young guy, too. He was like, maybe, 28 years old?
Not even. I say he was like 20.
Carrying the
24,
full New York City
Lost his
defense.
mind.
Yeah.
Really?
Mhm.
Was going to get the cops for sexual
He
harassment.
followed us to the club.
No, is
Yeah.
that true?
So now he probably went home to get an AK-47 and come back and blow us up. Thanks, George.
How fucking weird is that?
Adam, did you lock the door?
Yeah, it's locked.
Oh, it
Okay.
is. Oh,
Good.
really? That's why the door is locked.
He
was
seemed
out
to-
front waiting. He said, I just called the cops. I'm filing a sexual harassment case against you.
And you touched his shoulder?
Yeah, I didn't
Oh,
touch
and
his
his
tits.
balls.
They
Oh, you
grab
left
your
that part
ass.
out. Sorry about that.
Wait a minute.
And
See,
his
see what's happening now? People are not understanding what sexual harassment actually means.
Yeah, I
Right.
touched his shoulder to protect him
To
from
keep
the
him
bus.
from getting his head smashed in by a bus.
You should have just pushed him in front of the bus.
That would have been better.
Yeah.
Because then he wouldn't have confused that with you wanting to bang him.
You know what?
And I think that's
No,
what it
He
was.
wasn't confusing anything because I did not want to bang him.
No,
What are
but
you
I think
talking
he
about?
had a thing for. I think that's what it was. He
Yeah.
seemed a little repressed.
Oh.
Like he wasn't being aggressive. He was kind of staring at him like doe-eyed, like weird, like sort of
Yeah,
how
he
your
kept on
ex-husband
calling
would
me
stare at
gay.
me
I said,
when I
I'm-
first met him. I'm kidding. I love your
I'm
husband.
wearing
I
a
love your
tank top. He's
ex-husband.
calling me gay. I guess I'm gay because I wear a tank top. I said, no, dude, I'm not on his team, but you know what I'm
It
saying.
was weird. It was really weird.
Well, maybe he's a latent homosexual, and he thought that you were picking up on his homosexuality. And then when you touched his shoulder, he's like, "This fucking guy thinks I'm gay. I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I'm getting
You
the
nailed
police."
it. You
Yeah,
nailed it. You
she's
absolutely
right.
That's
nailed
what
it.
it
I
is.
sense that about him.
Yeah.
Patty,
That's a
you are
shame.
so smart.
I
well,
just think
She's
you
experienced
should
in that area.
30 years of therapy.
should
40
have
years.
beat the crap out of him just so you could prove to him you're not gay. Because
Right.
gays don't
Oh, I
fight.
told him I was getting crazy on him. Like,
You
yeah,
were
I was-
barking at him. You're out of your mind.
He's yelling at the guy across the street, now across the avenue. And Gallo's going, "This was you and your mother last night."
No, you didn't.
yes,
Yeah.
of course I did. Why wouldn't I do
I'm
that?
fucking dying, dying.
Why don't you just walk away with crazy people? George Gallo will out crazy your crazy
Oh,
person.
yes. I'm going to tell you a George Gallo story
Tell the
quick.
George Gallo story.
We're at Ronkonkoma Comedy Club. All the comedians are picking on this one table in the front. All the comedians are like, making fun of this one lady, right? Because she was fucking loud and white trash and whatever she was. But she had a whole table of people there. We didn't know that all the people were the kids, right? Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
all the comedians were bashing her the whole night. All of a sudden, George Gallo goes up, and he's not your typical comedian. He does sound effects. He dogs
Hilarious.
barking. He's hilarious.
Got him. They
No,
got pissed
so
off
when
over the rhymes.
right where he goes, he gets up and he goes, "Shut the fuck up," and George Gallo goes, "Shut the fuck up, shut the fuck down."
Wait, and I also said Miss Mary Mac is gonna have another Big Mac, and then and she's gonna have a heart attack, and all of a sudden the guy goes, "That's my aunt you're talking
No,
to."
his mother.
No, he said aunt.
All right, whatever.
said
Anyway,
aunt.
he gets now. Gallo's filming this.
yeah. He's filming
Over most.
this?
Yeah,
Filmed
because
all
he
the
was
sets.
filming his comedy, right?
Yeah.
So I see this and I start running to the stage because I know it's gonna go. I was the MC,
Well, this was like 23 years ago.
but
24 years
I
ago.
knew that this was a ticking time bomb, and
Yeah.
at one point that table was gonna explode on somebody, and he didn't even. He got up. You were up there like maybe 2 minutes. I see this kid jump on stage and grab Gallo. I dive on the kid.
He grabs you.
They both did.
They both did.
Two-
Two
at
guys.
least two
Two
guys
guys.
were up there.
And I dove on the guy's back.
You have a lot of balls, Carrie. I wouldn't.
She was on. She was the first one on stage. It was a video. It was like 10 people on the stage. I'm behind a turned over table.
No other guys jumped up there?
No.
No guys
No,
are helping
she was
you.
the first.
Who else was there?
She
Who
was the
else
first
there?
guy up there.
I was the first guy up there.
She
I
is a
dove
guy.
on the guy's back. So now we go back to watch the video because we thought it was hilarious because now it was a big tumbleweed of comics, everybody fighting. And all of a sudden you see Gallo under all the rubble, put his hand up, grab the mic, pulls the mic down. He's like, and he's talking.
I said, stand up from Beirut now. We'll continue.
He was doing comedy from the floor. It was. Do you still have that video?
I've been looking for it.
Oh,
I've been looking for it. It's a
oh
great
my
fucking
God!
Video.
It's
How did it end? Did you get to finish your
Yeah,
act, or
the-
did
Yeah, I
they-
went
the
back and I
bouncers
finished my
came.
half hour.
and then the two guys sat down?
I
Or?
threw him out.
They
Oh,
threw
they
them
threw
out.
him
Everybody
out.
got thrown out. Whatever. But it was just so
Oh,
funny
my
how his
God.
hand went up.
This
You
was
see
East
a
Side?
hand come
This was
out of the
East Side?
rubble.
This was East Side? East Side?
No,
No, it was-
Ronkonkoma.
Ronkonkoma Comedy. I was
But,
around for 2
but
minutes.
all
I
you
don't
saw
even
was a
remember that
hand
club.
come out of the pile of people and grabs the mic, and then he pulls the mic back down. He's like, I was like, oh my God. But I did,
So funny.
I did jump that stage for you, pal.
Oh, you brought me everywhere.
So no other
You
guy
No,
comics
I
jumped on
jumped.
stage?
I jumped the stage. I knew it was gonna happen.
But who else was there? I can't believe
There
one
was a
female.
lot of They all started coming up after they saw me jump up.
It was a weekend. We were working a weekend there.
Carrie is such a guy. Carrie's a guy with a vagina. She
Yeah.
really is. She's got so much. She's like an alpha girl. Like she has so much testosterone.
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
She's just like, what did you say, motherfucker? You know, like she is.
Oh, forget
She
it.
won't
I
let
am.
anybody push
You
her
know, I
around.
was almost 9 months pregnant. I was like 8 months pregnant. My stomach was out to here, so I'm waiting for a parking spot. And all of a sudden, this girl goes to pull her car in. I'm like, is this fucking girl crazy? And I pull my car in, and she's beeping, and I roll down my window and go, get the fuck out of the car right now. I'm going to fucking kill you. And I'm screaming, right? And my sister goes,
There's something wrong
are you
with
crazy? She's like, you're fucking pregnant. Who are you killing? You're not. And I go, I don't give a shit. I will get out of this car and I'll beat the shit out of her. So now I'm in the mall with my sister, and now I got my bags. She's got bags. And this girl's walking this way, and I'm walking this way. And she looks at me, and she looks at my stomach, and she's like, confused.
You
like,
were big too.
and I looked at
Your
her and I go,
stomach.
I'll still kick your ass, bitch.
That's fucking awesome. That's awesome.
My
It was
sister's
all
like,
that
"Are you-"
shit that I knew I loved her. That's when I knew, because I'm like, this is like my family.
My
She's
sis-
like my family.
My
Carrie's
sister
out of
was
her
always
mind.
always afraid of me getting in fights because I never backed down. I was like, come on, let's go. But
See, I was always afraid to fight. I have a big mouth. Like
I've
I'll
calmed
fight
down.
people verbally, but the minute someone comes at me, I'm running. Like
Right.
I can't throw a punch.
I don't see Carrie running ever.
No, Carrie would
Never.
like go down with the fucking
Yeah.
ship. I mean,
I'm not
she.
running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no reason to run.
Oh my God!
What
Do
am I
you
running
get,
for?
but do you get in fist fights from your things that you do?
Yeah, I
on-
put my bag down. I take my jacket off, and I say, "What?" I had people follow me after I do those protests.
And-
I don't think your people know what you're talking about right now.
I mean, any of your things. You do like the thing where you're going in the car. We've talked about the one where you're going in the car and you put the Christmas packages in and people are waiting and waiting and you keep going 1 more minute.
Oh, that's hysterical.
One
Yeah,
more
Black
We
minute.
have a real
Friday.
video of that from
That-
Columbus Circle.
It's hilarious. But like, do
In and
people
out.
get mad and they go like, and how about when you go to people and you're touching their bellies? Like you go, hey, jiggle, 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 like fat guys on the street. You go up and
Yeah,
you're
but
shaking their
I-
belly.
No,
they
no,
don't
no,
get
no,
mad.
I don't shake the belly.
What do you do?
Boogie, mookie, boogie.
I did. Oh, pookie, mookie, mookie, mookie. And I give him a hug. All right.
Yeah, but
I go,
some of the
"Boogie,
shit
boogie."
you do,
Some
I
people
don't know how you
jump.
get along.
I don't know how you
People
get
get
away
mad.
with it.
I
I've
don't
seen
know.
you take cigarettes out of people's mouths and smoke them and walk away. It's insane.
It's not out of malice. It's
Oh,
because
you're
I love
crazy.
them.
But do
You're
they
cra-
think it's
How about when the whole family's taking a picture in front of like the Christmas tree at Rockefeller Center and George Gallo's in the shot?
he always
With all the Asian
He-
people.
he did
And they don't even know he's in the picture. It's
He
hilarious.
did that to Kevin. Kevin works at this
Holy
company.
shit, I
He
can't.
showed up at their fucking Christmas party. Kevin's like, oh, this guy is in every picture. He goes, isn't this the comic? Isn't this?
That was crazy. That your husband. Are you married to him? Or no?
Yeah, we
Okay.
got married.
Okay, finally. All right.
16 years.
So, the story
You
behind
crashed
that.
this party?
I crashed
Crashed
a party. I was walking through the city, and someone had an epileptic seizure on the train, on the E train. So I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna be here all night. So I took the guy's tongue out of his mouth. I turned him over. I said, get a doctor. Got off the train. Walked down 53rd Street by Lexington. Went downstairs, and I was looking at. They had like a big white sign out front. You know, the banner with all the white like brands and shit.
Yeah.
So I'm staring at it. And I think it was around Christmas time.
It
yeah,
was. It's
because
the
I
Christmas
crashed
party.
3 at the same place. And I think Kevin's was the first one. So I'm staring. The guy goes, "You here for the party?" I said, "Yeah, I'm here for the party."
I'm here
Why
for the
wouldn't I
party.
be?
So I walked in. I was
Don't I
dressed
look
up.
like it?
I was dressed up. That was the first one. And then
So wait, what happened? So that you were jumping in the pictures with everybody?
Yeah, I hate when girls take pictures of themselves. So I want to ruin all their pictures. And this was in 2008, I think.
Yeah, this was a while ago.
Yeah, it's 08 or 07, and it was the Jessica Simpson clothing line.
Yeah.
Right. So I did that one. I did the Japanese
But
bank,
but
international
hold on
bank.
a second. But how weird is it that Patty Rossborough's
All of a
husband?
sudden, I saw them at the Christmas party like 3 years later. And Kevin goes, "Dude, you were in all the pictures,
Every single
in every
picture.
single picture."
And nobody knew you.
And nobody knew who I
went
was.
back 3 years later to the same party? You went back?
No, they
No.
were at
Oh, a different party.
they
Okay.
were at Governor's Christmas party.
Okay.
Yeah. They were at a
Is
party.
that when Kevin figured it out? I can't remember. He
I
goes,
don't-
isn't that the guy who was in all the pictures?
Yes.
Well, you know
He
what?
matched it up. He goes, "Were you at a party?" And I go, "Which one?" He goes, "You were in every single picture in the background."
So
right.
listen,
Making
everybody.
stupid fucking faces.
I was making faces and ruining all the fucking girls' pictures
Listen to-
because you know why? All those bitches are narcissists. They're too busy calling guys narcissists, so they're all like, "Look at me, look at me, look at me." So I ruined all their pictures of worst faces ever, and then
He makes the ugliest faces.
And
It's
then-
hilarious.
It's really bad. It's
But
bad.
you know what's funny is that everybody in the office for the next 2 weeks is like, does anybody know who this fucking guy is? And then 3 years later, it comes to
Kevin's like,
whatever,
that's the
you
guy
can
who
go,
was
"Wait,
in all the pictures.
that's the guy in the pictures.
That's
Yeah.
hysterical.
it comes
No one
together.
knew.
The puzzle. The puzzle comes together. He must
That
have
was-
ran back to his office to tell everybody.
So now I did his party. 2 weeks later or a week later, I went back to the same place. Now I'm getting comfortable. So I crashed another
Did
party.
they have food?
They had food.
Oh,
I'm
then
dancing
they
on the
did.
floor. His party, the Jessica Simpson clothing line thing, I was doing backspins on the floor. I was dancing, break dancing and shit, crashing all the eating, drinking, meeting girls. And then the next week, I took the same path home, went down there, and I'm having like all this food. They're all Japanese bank people too. There's like one white guy out of like 70 people.
And that's you.
So it was the CEO. So, people asking me, so what do you do? Who are you? What department are you in? So I was making up a department. I asked what building they're in. I put the story together. I'm on the 43rd floor. I'm in IT. Da-da-da-da-da. The story's developing. And meanwhile, I fucked up one of the floors. There is no 42nd floor. So I'm like eating hors d'oeuvres. And the guy walks up to me and says, "Excuse me, nobody knows who you are here." I rattled off a whole name, like, Floyd Quintella. I'm on 42nd floor. I work for John Suskind, and I'm in IT. You guys know me. You hide me on the outside. So I go sit down. I'm talking to Japanese girls. I'm like, "What?" And they're sexy girls, too. I said, "Hey, did you try the salmon? This is good." So the big guy, the CEO, sits down to me. He's like, "Hey, we didn't get your name." I said, "Oh yeah, I'm so Floyd Kinsella. I work with I work with John.
What the fuck name is that?
I work with John Suskind." He goes, "Who the fuck is John Suskind?" Now he's mad. The music's off.
Oh,
He
no.
walks back. He leaves. He comes back. His arms are by his side. He goes, "Nobody knows who you are in here. Who the fuck are you?"
Scary.
I go, "Did you try the salmon?" He goes, "Get the fuck out! Get out!" The whole place is staring at me. Then I'm like, "I'm sorry. I thought this was. What party is this?" I swear to God, it's a true story.
No, I
are
believe
mentally
it, Cal.
ill. You
Yeah,
were-
that
I
is
believe
fucking
it.
crazy.
True.
You're not scared though. I would be so
He's never
scared
afraid.
of getting caught. Like if someone caught me, I'd be
He's
humiliated.
not normal. That's why.
No,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
not normal.
Like, he could be a wedding crasher. There's a lot of wedding crashers. Let me tell you something. At my nephew's wedding,
Yeah.
they signed the book, the wedding book. They go, We had a great time at your cocktail hour.
Open bar.
We had a great time at your cocktail hour. Thanks for the memories. Jim and whatever. But they didn't write the last name. Mary and Jim. And we're like, they crashed their wedding. They crashed the wedding, and they run because you could crash anybody's wedding at a cocktail hour.
Right.
No
Oh,
one.
yeah, that's true, because no one would know if you're dating
You
someone.
just get
or-
dressed up. You want to eat a free meal. You go to any catering hall in the United States of America. You grab a plate, you eat, and then you leave.
Yeah. That's the way to do it.
It's the best.
I'd
I
be
used to
t-
crash funerals. I used to show up.
No,
at,
you didn't.
Yeah, I used to go all the time.
What, for the food?
No, there's no food there. I would
Well, afterwards,
stop
you
in.
go out
I'd
For
kneel
the
in-
dead.
I'd
He goes
kneel in
for
front of
the
the
dead.
coffin by my friend's house. This is going back 1989, 90.
In front of the
88.
dead person, you'd kneel?
Yeah,
what's
I'm
the
paying my
sense?
respects. I'm seeing how far I can. That's how you learn the ropes of doing what I do. So you go to something like that, but you gotta, you mesh in, you pay your respects.
No.
You pay your respects.
Does the family come up to you and say,
No, someone said, "Who are you?" And I'm like, I knew Mindy really well. And
Meanwhile, Mindy's
I-
85 years old.
no, I didn't do anything fucked
shut-in.
up. I wasn't disrespectful.
right, you were just paying
They just saw me in knee pads, shin guards, and shorts because I was just riding my bicycle. And then they said, "You're gonna have to leave."
They asked you to leave the funeral?
Yeah, I was dressed
The
like I was
week.
wearing a
The
hockey
week.
outfit, though. I was riding a BMX
Did you ask
bike.
them how the salmon was? Have you tried the salmon?
Have you tried the salmon? Norton, get them!
Get out.
Why? But why are you crazy? Like, what?
It's not crazy.
It's a little crazy.
Well, first off, I was a young guy. I was
Young
maybe
guy?
21.
This happened 30 minutes
Okay,
ago.
Gallo,
Oh,
tell
no,
him.
that's something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were young 30 minutes ago.
Shut up. That's
Fucking lunatic.
That's different.
Where you molested his shoulder.
Gallo, tell him the time you were in the mall. He goes in the mall and he goes to these two girls, watch my bicycle, please, watch my bicycle. No, his friend goes to the girls, can you guys watch my bike for a minute?
Oh, God, this is 88.
And then they go, okay.
Remember the year?
They go, okay. Now
course I do.
Gallo comes walking over. He's looking at the bike, and he grabs the bike. She's like, hey, that's not your bike.
I'm wearing a. It's all on video, too. That
And what
one's
do you
on
what are you
video.
wearing?
I'm wearing like a trench coat and a hat and glasses.
Like weird. And
Like
now
a pervert.
So
Like a pervert. Hey, could you watch my bicycle?
these two guys come in to save the day, and they drop the bags that they had. They had their grocery, their
Shopping bags.
and they tackle him, or they go to get you.
Oh, what happened
They're
was.
not part of it, the two guys?
No,
No, no,
They're
no,
not
no,
part
no.
of
They
this-
Here-
were walking by, and the girls were like, "Hey, he just stole the bike."
Yeah. And
So
it's,
they were trying to save the girl's bike.
it was a VHS camera in a plastic bag. So my friends put it on their lap.
It's
and then,
hilarious. You could hear your friends laughing.
Oh, you hear them laughing, you hear the bag crinkling and shit, but you see everything plain as day what happened.
Meanwhile, he's riding outside
So,
in
yeah.
front of the door. He's going back and forth with the bike.
Well, that's what happened. I stole the bike, and they go, "Excuse me, you can't take that." And I said, I didn't say anything. I just ran off with the bike, right? But there wasn't a quick enough reaction. So I ran past the window. You can see me running, and then I go back, and I come back in the mall, Smith Haven Mall in Lake Grove, with the bicycle. So I run past the camera, because now I'm trying to get them to process what's going on.
Right.
So I ran with the bike, and now all of a sudden, you see on the camera, someone booking after me with like a wallet and chains and shit.
Hilarious.
Someone's coming after me. Now you see me in the distance running back without the bicycle, and someone's running. Someone
And
else
they're
is running
running
back with the
right
bicycle.
behind you.
And then
Oh,
they
it's
tackle me down to
hilarious.
the ground, and I start saying malfunction, malfunction, malfunction. And then my friend came out of nowhere and said, "There's something wrong with him."
He used to go into a department store, like whatever the storefront was, and he'd get in the storefront window with a tennis racket and a ski mask and stand there like this.
Like a mannequin, yeah.
Like a mannequin. And then
We got
move.
that on video.
And you see all these people standing, and they're like some weirdo. Some
weirdo.
weird. You hear the guy go, some weirdo in the window.
Yeah,
And
the
they're all
voiceover.
watching him like a big crowd of people. It like genius.
I did it in Macy's.
How do you get in
How'd
the
you get in
window,
the window
at
at
Macy's?
Macy's?
Isn't
Yeah.
it locked?
No, here's what happened. It was around Thanksgiving,
Oh, my God.
and they took the whole front window out to put a Volkswagen in. And it was my first day at a job on 33rd Street. So they put, the window must be about 20 feet wide by like 6 feet high. So I'm looking around, and I jumped in the window in Herald Square. I jumped in the window, and I just stood there in a suit.
And nobody pulls you out? I don't understand. What's that
And
fucking
that's all he
face?
stays. And people are looking at him because they don't know if he's real or not.
So they're starting to
whether or not
like,
it's
they're
real.
looking
I don't
around.
either.
they're looking around. They're like, oh, I start doing like head movements and shit. So they're pointing down at my feet. No, there's a fucking wire there. I see a wire. And they're like, and then I got a lot of people engaged now because they think I'm real. They think like they don't know what to think. All of a sudden, I just went. Everyone's like, holy shit! I jumped out of the window, went back to work.
Yeah, you're
You ever
nut.
get arrested for this shit?
Yes.
I said no. She said yes. When did I get? Well,
You got arrested screaming bomb.
And with the Chinese
bomb.
restaurants.
I didn't say bomb.
No,
What
the
did you
Chinese
say?
restaurants. Did you get
I would
arrested
never
for that?
say bomb. That's amateur shit.
What did you say?
The Chinese
When
restaurants.
did I
you
get?
did.
Oh no, that thing with Kevin Brennan. I
yeah,
got arrested.
what did you say?
What'd you say to Kevin
I
Brennan?
got into the police car.
And what'd you say?
I said, "Get me out of here!" And they're driving the sergeant and this other guy on 57th
Wait, you just
Street.
walked into a police car?
Yeah, well, what happened was I was chasing Kevin Brennan across the street,
Why?
57th Street. I was doing some video. I don't know. I did some improv thing, and it was for Comedy Central, like back in '95. My ex-wife, she was like 9 months pregnant, so she gets a call from the police. Is this your husband? He got into a police car. She's like, what are you talking about? No, he's arrested. He's under arrest. He's in the 5th precinct over here in Manhattan.
Oh,
She's
you
like,
poor wife.
don't have sympathy for her. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. We're gonna
Wait, you also took when you were younger. He had a bag, a plastic. No, he had a. What'd you have? A laundry basket. You had oil.
That was like my first video. Yeah.
He had oil
Yeah.
in the bag.
Styrofoam packing peanuts, flour,
Flour.
right,
No.
and a laundry basket. Yeah.
And you threw everything up in the air. And
Well, I
you,
slipped and fell, and then I picked up all the shit, left the oil on the floor. The idea was to video people slipping in the oil.
right. So he's falling all over, and then the cops came, got you up, and they videotaped that too. He's crazy.
I think it's funny though.
It
It-
is.
it's
Because
funny, but-
here's the thing, guys. Here's
Yeah,
the
go
thing.
ahead.
My videos, since I'm 20 years old, involve the public because it's fun to get people who don't know anything about comedy and make them do funny shit that they're not supposed to be doing. And I made a
That
little
is
short.
funny.
It's very interesting. 'cause-
He's on Sunrise Highway, major highway. He's in the middle divider.
Oh, the
Right.
wheelchair.
Now
Oh
he's
my
trying
God,
to cross over in a wheelchair. All of a sudden,
See, what if you get hit? See,
three full lanes of highway
never do it.
stop. 3 full lanes come to a screeching halt and stop. And he starts wheeling himself, and then he tilts it over, and he falls over.
Flip
Now
the wheel over, yeah.
everybody sees a handicapped man fall, so they all jump out of their cars. Now this is being filmed.
It's
and
on
you
video,
can hear,
yeah.
You hear his friends going, they're laughing. They can't stop laughing.
It's
'cause
1989 too.
it's one of the funniest things you'll ever see. And they're all picking him up. They put him back in his chair, and he's like, and they wheel him across, and he's like, but his movements and his awkwardness is so funny.
It's real shit,
So
man. It was funny. It really
you
was.
were
Can
better.
you get up? I said, no, I'm fucking crippled. I can't get up. This is what they're saying to me.
He was before Jackass. He was before the Impractical Joke.
Oh, yeah.
You were before all those
Wait,
guys.
why don't you have a
paved
TV?
the way.
Why don't you have your own TV show then? I
Why don't
understand.
we?
That's like someone saying, hey, Patty, you're good with your mouth. How come you're not a lawyer? Right?
I know, but it seems
Patty,
like
how come you're not rich, Patty? You're the funniest bitch out there.
Exactly.
Exactly. Thank you very
it's
much.
just so crazy to me.
It is.
Well, that's what
That
happens.
shit is so funny.
You're ahead of the
Anyway,
curve,
let's
it happens.
shift the gears to Darren.
Darren
is
Darren,
Dillon,
my boy.
Darren
the
Dillon,
Sting
The
Man,
Sting Man.
the
who hasn't
doppelganger.
aged in fucking
Yeah,
30
why is that?
years.
He takes care of himself.
See-
I eat a lot of stem cells.
Do you? Where can I get some?
What about steroids?
I don't
You-
do
No,
steroids.
he's
No steroids?
No.
Why
Where
don't
do
you
you
have
see
a belly?
steroids?
You're how old a man are you? Do you say how old are you?
49.
And you don't have a belly, or I don't understand it.
I go to the gym every morning. I have young children.
Fucking morning.
5
Ugh.
o'clock.
5
You
o'clock.
do that? Do you
Yeah.
go together, you two?
No.
Or is that
No,
too gay?
we're friends,
No.
but we're not like that.
Then I love it.
We're not
That
fucking.
shit.
So wait, so you go every day. Now, you're married or no? You're
Yes,
not married.
married.
You're married,
Yeah.
and
Is
you're
3 children.
3 children.
3 kids. Now, do you make your wife? Now you're skinny. You make your wife be skinny too. You go,
She's skinny on her own.
But
she does her own
so
thing.
you wouldn't put up with a fat
She's
bitch.
pretty.
She's
Of course I
pretty.
would.
You would?
Yeah.
You can put. You can.
I can say that because I don't have to deal with one. But
Yeah.
no, I mean, yeah. I
If
mean,
she got fat, but she's young, right? How
well,
old
she
is
was
She's
heavy
pretty,
when,
she's
after
very
her,
pretty.
the last baby. She
Oh, she got big.
yeah, but she
Well, she was
lost it.
pregnant.
Yeah, but she was
Pregnant.
she was eating like wheelbarrows full of
Ice
Reese's
cream?
peanut butter cups. Like that's just
the
it was
good shit, though.
disgusting. Just constantly. She was huge. Oh my God, she was tremendous with the last child.
So you were a stay-at-home dad, but now you're not a
Right
stay-at-home
now
dad.
I'm working.
And we got
What's
a
your
job.
What's your job?
Ugh,
What,
it's
horrible?
boring. It's just it's.
Tell us what it is.
He does what he's got.
It's
A
in
greeter at
subrogation insurance. It's so fucking boring.
A
Subrogation.
greeter
Yeah.
at Walmart.
It's horrible. I wish I was a
I can't
greeter at
think of a
Walmart.
worse job than a greeter at Walmart to have to
It's
fucking
terrible
say hello
job.
to those people. What's a subrogation?
I don't want to talk about this. I'd rather show you my balls. And talk, it's so fucking boring.
All right, we'll look at your balls. Why not?
Patty will.
You do have. Carrie doesn't want to see it.
I don't want to
tan
see any
those, Joe?
balls.
I haven't seen you. It has to be 15 years.
The last time I really saw you, I think, was when I worked with you.
At
was when I
Governor's.
first started dating Kevin, and
Yes.
Kevin came with me to Governor's, and I think you had just split
20
up with your
years ago.
wife,
Yeah.
and you had a
Oh, right.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
Did
And
you
is
have
that
That's
the
the one I'm
girlfriend you're
married
married
to.
to now?
Yeah.
Did you have a child with your first wife?
Yes.
Oh, so you have 4 children.
No, I have 3 altogether.
That's the one and
Three.
the two.
The one with the
Yes.
first wife, and now you're friends with the first
Oh
wife.
yeah, we get along great.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
She
actually,
didn't get mad that you found a new girl.
No.
Is she younger than new
She
one?
is way better off without me.
Yeah.
Come on, you know what we're like.
How did she do?
What do you mean we?
How
You
did,
mean Canadians?
All of us. We're a
I'm
mess.
horrible.
How
I'm a
did she
specimen.
do?
I'm sorry.
She's a great mom. She's
but
got
how
a
did
boyfriend.
she do with her? Did she get remarried or?
Well, she's living with someone. They're not remarried. They're probably going to get married. He's a great guy. He's got a
Wow.
girl the age of my daughter. They get along great, and everyone gets along. It's
Nice.
like, I always said, my first wife, if she had a dick, we would have been best friends. Because we were real, like, that's how it was. There was no real,
Sexual attraction.
yeah. It was,
No spark.
right. We both wanted different things.
Yeah.
So the
and-
second girl had a spark. You had
oh,
a
yeah.
spark.
I've known her since I was 23 years old. She was
wait,
my
you
bus
knew
boy.
She was 9.
She
at
was
the
my
time.
bus boy. She was. No,
What do you mean she was
I met
9?
her when she was 18. She was my bus boy at a restaurant.
And so you're married, and the whole time you're looking at this hot girl.
No.
looking at
Let me
this
back it real quick. This is such,
14-year-old.
no one wants to hear this shit. Okay, I graduate
Okay.
college. I get
Yes.
a job waiting tables because I was a theater major because that's what you do. So I'm working at a restaurant, and this girl, this beautiful little blonde girl from Florida, who's 18, 19 years old, is my busboy. The worst busboy ever, but she had the best ass. So I wasn't going to tell her.
Well,
the
it's a
manager
boy
that.
job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bus boy is a boy
Right.
job.
Well, she
bus
wasn't a boy.
girl.
She wasn't a boy. So that's where I met her. You know, we had a little thing going, and then we
Thing?
separated.
What's a thing? Like a
Well, you know, we hooked up. whatever.
affair?
Yeah.
Affair?
Yeah, I
But
guess.
Were you
whatever.
married then or
No.
Oh, you weren't even married
I was right
then?
out of college.
Ah.
So we had a little thing going, and she's a professional singer. So she went her way, did her thing. I went my way. I got married. We met like 12 years later at Governor's, and here we are.
Oh wow.
So basically, in all fairness, she was first.
She was first.
Oh, okay.
The night that I met her again, I hadn't seen her in 11 years. The night before I met her, I was coming home from Manhattan with Crumpy. I think we were coming from here. And we were commiserating. He was talking about his ex. I was talking about mine.
I didn't know he was married before. The
No,
one
he
he's
wasn't
with.
married. He wasn't married.
Oh, okay.
But
No,
I
you,
said
you
that
were
this
still
girl.
married though.
Yes.
Yeah.
I said Jessica, who's my wife now, was my kryptonite. She's the one. Like, you have that one true love.
Well, why did you go with the other one then if you knew you had that?
'Cause
Because she was
Jessica
gone.
left.
She was gone. We separated. Like, she went and did her thing, her music career. I was doing this stuff. And
Patty is such an idiot.
she's
I
really
swear.
adamant.
I wanna know what
She's
happened.
so funny. What happened?
This is
I
all
had a
boring
crush
shit.
on her.
This is
I
why you
had a
guys have
crush
no
on her.
listeners. This is fucking the worst story ever.
I like this story.
She likes relationship
I like.
stories.
I do. I like
Yeah.
what there's
She's
a
a- but
woman,
she's a
and then
great
you
woman.
Leave that woman for the hot girl.
Both
Was
women.
She a little
My
younger?
first wife was good looking too. They
Oh, she
weren't.
was both good looking.
I don't.
Both
I don't.
blondes,
But no
right?
No,
Stark.
dark, like you actually.
Oh,
Very.
the first
she's got
one's
Greek in her.
dark.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
a little Greek.
And then and then you had 2 more kids with this one.
Yes. And everyone gets along great.
I
We're
like
like
your
the Brady
joke.
Bunch.
I like your joke about teenagers. You know,
Oh, I
joke-
fucking hate-
What
yeah.
about the word? What's the thing? A terrorist?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's the funnest.
They
part.
are. Yeah, what do I say? I haven't even
All
said
right,
that.
you
Yeah,
go.
they are. Teenagers are the worst form of life. It goes child molester, terrorist, and teenager. They're all fucking assholes. They're the worst.
I like that teenagers are worse than child
Oh, absolutely.
molesters.
You know, you've
They
had.
are.
You went
It's
through
fucking
it.
horrible. That's when I drank. I never drank before I had teenagers. Then I drank, and then I had to stop drinking because it was the only way I could get through the fucking day.
You know
It's
what sucks?
impossible.
It's
It sucks
horrible.
because no matter where you go with them, they will ruin your good time.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
Oh, that
took-
is true.
Yesterday, I took them somewhere with me, and I'm like, oh, let me just take them, And then they're in the car, they're bickering, the fucking fighting, the
That's
fighting,
right.
the fight. I go, you know what? You guys really suck. I go, and if I hear one more fight out of either one of you, I take the cell phone for the rest of the week. And then all of a sudden they shut the fuck up.
See, I should have had that. Back then, my kids didn't have the cell. They took me out for Mother's Day. Well, they didn't take me out. I paid.
How
It
old are
was
your
just
kids
me.
now?
27, Molly, and Anna's 22. And when they were little, I was a single mother, so I go, we're going to go out for Mother's Day. Yay, we go to the Japanese restaurant. They're fighting. This one doesn't want that. I'm not eating. I'm not doing that. And I'm sitting at the fucking restaurant. I start crying. Tears are coming down my face. I'm like, we're going. I go, wrap this up. I get in the car and I go, I can't believe you ruined my Mother's Day. I'm in the car. They go in the house. I sit in the car. I cried for a fucking hour. They're coming to the car, knocking on the window. Mom, please come in the house.
How old were they?
They were like fucking 10 and 8 or something. They were so... It was just
Wait, they were begging you to come in the house?
because they just ruined
Because
my
you're in the
Mother's
car like
Day.
a crazy lady
Yeah,
crying.
I was crazy because why do you have to fight on fucking Mother's Day? Why can't you just eat the fucking sushi? Why be a bitch?
Who brings fucking 10-year-olds to eat sushi?
My kids love sushi, but they picked that day to have a fucking fight. They're screaming at each other in the restaurant. It was so embarrassing. You know, like how your kids just drive
Yeah,
you
they
fucking
do it
crazy?
to me all the time.
Constant.
So
Concept.
anyway.
I took them to Great Adventure. I sat in the 100
I hate
degree
Great Adventure.
and they fought the whole fucking
That's right.
day.
That's all
And
they
it's
do.
like $300 for the day.
And
Well,
it-
I bought season passes, so we're
Children
going
are-
every day.
having children is the one relationship where you cannot love and hate someone as much. The spectrum of
Yeah.
hate and love. Like you could hate them,
But
so
you can
much,
love
but you
them
love them
so
till there's
much.
no
Yes.
tomorrow. It's the craziest feeling in
Weird.
the world.
Well,
It's
when
really
they get
weird.
older, it's easier. Once they hit 20, like once they move out of the house, you don't hate them anymore. It's
Right.
like now
You
whenever
miss-
I'm
you
sure you
see
miss
them,
them.
I miss them
Once
so.
you move out of the house and then they come back.
No, but I love. Why do your kids live with you now? How old are your kids?
I had Tom with me for a while because he just couldn't take it. So
He has 4.
What do you mean he couldn't take
He
it?
has
How old-
4
how old is
kids.
well, I operate differently than the other
mother.
parent does.
Oh,
so
then his mother.
my
How old
house
is
is
he?
very peaceful. He's 20, and
But when he moved in with you, how old was he? He was-
Oh, he was probably 17.
17.
So he was
18.
living with your ex, his mother,
Right.
and then he said,
They
I
all
wanna go
wanted to
with-
get out of. Well, no, Michael didn't want to, but the two oldest wanted to get out of there.
So they
But they
moved
don't
in?
realize I run a hard ship, though. It's very simple. Do A, B, C, D, E. Shut the fuck up. Don't wreck anything. Clean up. Done.
Don't wreck anything.
That's it. Done.
Really?
Done. And then if you fuck up, you're out.
What do you mean you're out? You kick him back to the wife?
That's right.
Wow,
That's the
you're
way it was.
strict.
I am. I don't fuck around. I like things done
You
the
have
right
to
way.
be. You have to.
There's
be.
no,
Really?
I'm black or white. And then we're friends. And we laugh at people throwing up on YouTube, but then, don't dirty my house up.
Wow.
Rotten.
Now, what was it like for you raising your girls? Because you and your ex
Yeah.
were separated, and like it.
It was really hard all the time. Like once I met Kevin,
Plus you're a comedian,
my
too. How
life
do you
became
split that
so
shit up?
easy because then I would go out at night and he'd be home. Like before that, it would be like babysitters, and they'd show up and they'd come to the door with a boyfriend. Like some girl,
Jesus
and I go, he's not staying. She goes, well, he has to because he's my ride home. I go, no, he's going. She goes, well, then I'm going. Now I got a gig, so I'm like, okay, get the fuck out. Now I'm calling on the phone. I'm calling my ex-husband. I go, why don't you come take the kids? He won't come. He wouldn't fucking help me with that shit. And and so you're like calling up anybody, and then you can't do a gig. Like it was always hard.
hard.
I got questions
Really
for you
hard.
two girls, okay?
ahead.
Now, you two are, your moms.
Yes.
Patty, do your kids think you're funny on any level?
They didn't used to.
At
My
what
younger, all through high school, middle school, I don't think they thought I was funny at all. Now they think I'm funny.
Why is that?
Well, they hated me. I mean, my younger daughter was like, "You're annoying. Get a job." She's like, she goes, "You make no money. All my friends
Wow.
have good sneakers," and like I would buy them secondhand shit, Like we go to the secondhand store,
Oh.
and my younger daughter was so mad. And then when they went to college, Molly went to Vassar, Anna went to Bard. Those are both $60,000 a year colleges, but we got in because I was a single mother. I mean, my kids they had good grades, and I was a single mother, so I didn't pay all that money. So all their friends have credit cards, and they're like, "Oh, you don't give us spending money." I go, "I don't have spending money. I gave you money for books and the thing, and so like
Get a job.
I know they hated me.
So
because
wait a second,
why didn't
though.
I get a job
So
though?
hold on.
I
No,
should've
why
got-
did they get a job?
Well, they did
You
get
have
a job. Both of them had jobs all
Okay,
through.
so
now,
then they
wait
should
a
stop
second.
bitching.
So hold on. You're a comedian.
Yes.
Their dad's a comedian also?
Yes.
And he's successful.
So now,
No.
I don't know about that.
No, he doesn't make money.
So between the both of them,
Well, he doesn't
Both
report it to
comedians.
you.
We're both not. We both made no money. And then I got a job at the antique store, and my younger daughter again goes, "Oh, you're at the antique store now?" And I go, "Yeah, I got a booth." She goes, "How much did you make this month?" And
she's
I go,
asking you how much you made?
"Yeah." I go, "0." She goes, "0? 0? And you paid rent on a booth and you made 0. Meanwhile, she's in middle school. I go, "Yeah." And she goes, "Great. Now you have 2 jobs that don't make any money."
Oh my God.
I felt like the biggest piece
Now,
of
it's
shit.
one thing that this kid's interesting because this
She
is a
sounds like
precocious
my
kid.
daughter.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you know what? This is an interesting thing because the daughter, she's not being pumped by anybody to go, "Your mom's a fucking lazy bitch." She's just
She
coming up
really
with this
believes
herself.
it. That is really. And then, like, if I would say something that I thought was funny or whatever, she'd go. I already told this to Adam. I'd be at the dinner table. I'd go, and I'd be saying something, and she'd have a friend over, or whatever. And right in the middle of my story, she'd go, "Heard it," and start like, "Heard it."
How old was she when she was doing this?
Like middle school.
Right. Oh my
Horrible.
God.
She's a bully.
Horrible. I go,
Wow.
"What's that on you?" She comes in with her girlfriend. I'm at the kitchen table. I'm doing something. I go, "What's that on your collar? What do you got something on your shirt?" She goes, "Come." And then she walks in the
Middle school?
But she was kidding, obviously. She's really funny.
So
but
now, how is she these days?
She sounds
Back
like my
then,
daughter.
She sounded like really rotten.
I love her. She's great.
Yeah?
She's so
Has she changed and she's been?
Yes,
she
she
communicates
loves me.
and
She
respectful?
doesn't think I'm annoying. We get along so good. I just
Isn't that
FaceTimed
something?
her. And she's hilarious, but she's completely OCD crazy, as my other daughter would call her. She's crazy. She got the OCD. She's got ADD.
She's very in tune, though. She's very in tune.
She will cut you. She will look at you and talk to you for 3 minutes.
My
and then if
daughter.
you- and
That's
then
my
she'll
daughter.
find out your exact weak point. And then if you do anything wrong, she will go, "Really? Well," because with that shirt, I would think that, like she always knew exactly
But that's from
where
you.
to fucking
'Cause
nail
that's
you.
your wit, though. That's you out in the world
I don't
and
know
on
that
stage.
I wasn't. She's
No,
way like
but
wittier
your
than me.
wheels. No. See, you have that processing that you do in order to write
Maybe.
material. It's true. When you're on
Maybe.
stage, you're very selective, quick.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
you are quick.
She's
You
been
are.
around that for all this time.
She's-
So this is her way of comparing and being in your world, and it seems
And-
confrontational.
And your
though.
husband's funny too.
It's
So she's got
competitive.
both of those.
Oh yeah, he's
ingredients.
Oh, yeah.
pretty funny. He's really funny, but
That's hilarious.
he's insane.
though.
You know.
Now you
That
have
is really
2
funny.
jobs that don't make sense. She's,
Heard it.
Yeah.
she's not lying.
I'm gonna use that next time someone heckles me. Heard it.
And I would think, I don't think you've heard it. I go, "This is a good story." "Nope, heard it." Then she'll tell me the ending of the story. It was so embarrassing.
That's very
She
funny.
would just deball me right at the table in front of her friends. It was
That's
like, ugh.
hilarious.
But your daughter's like that. Your
My daughter is
and she's 12
so-
going on 40.
Cutting, it's horrible.
So funny, though, her daughter.
Gee, I wonder where she gets that from.
Exactly. Holy cow.
She is a mini-me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. She's a mini-me, and I love every minute of it, but don't turn it on me, bitch. Do it to someone else. But she does it to her brother all the time, and I can't.
Does he fight back?
he's the
so
wea- he's the
sweet,
weaker
your
one, though,
brother.
yeah.
He's a weaker
yeah.
one. He's like the wounded bird, and then the cat's waiting to eat it.
I've heard him tweeting when I was over. I'm like, "Oh, I feel bad." He's like, "I feel so bad." He's just,
I know, Ma, she's doing this, Ma. And I go to her, if you go near him again, I don't give a fuck how much Tiger Showman you think you know. We'll
Tiger
fucking
Showman.
lay you out.
That is the problem with having your kids learn karate and
They
all
can
this
beat
other
you up.
shit.
That's
Yeah,
what
they-
I worry about because with my son,
Yeah.
every time he does push-ups. Every time he does something, get off, do push-ups, push. That's it all the time. And I'm starting to think, when he's like 14, 15, he's
gonna
gonna
beat you
kick
up.
the shit out
He
of
will
me.
beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
That's what my younger daughter, when we would have fights in middle school, I knew that she could kick my ass. She was in volleyball and all this shit when she hit high school. And she would just look at me and I'd go, "No, Anna." And she'd go, "I don't think so." And then I think, well, what am I going to say? I mean, she could beat the shit out of me, really. So I would just try to act like, I'm tougher than her. But I knew if it came down to it, if we started brawling, she would win. But she would never hit me or anything. But I mean, when you're sizing
No, no,
someone
no,
up
no.
against you in
I
a
told-
fight,
yeah.
I
you
told
know.
my daughter, I said, I don't give a crap. You want to go up against me?
You could take your
let's
daughter.
do
though.
it.
Yeah.
Carrie could take her
Let's
husband.
do it.
think
I
she
said,
could.
because I will take you down in 5 seconds. You won't even know what hit you. So one time she goes, "Oh yeah, you think it?" I go, "Come on, but just put your hands next to mine and let's see who could
Can't
who
believe you
could put their
did
hands down." And she was like, "I was like, Wham! And she was like, I go, it's all in here, honey. It has nothing to do with any of your shit. I got it all in here.
Yeah, you got a lot more experience.
Wow.
Well, first off,
Crazy.
it's also the lineage of your mom and then you and then her. So your mom has that strong stare.
Yeah.
And when
Oh,
you
yeah,
walk
your mom-
you walk into a room,
You just growled like a predator. You hear that?
you walk into a room, Carrie's mom, well, you know if she likes you or not, okay? And it's all in the eyes. She's very expressive eyes. And I love her because I could read who she likes and who she doesn't like. And then
Patty goes, she doesn't like me. I'm
Yeah,
like,
she doesn't-
Patty.
I don't think she liked me when I go all out. I'm trying to talk to her and blah blah, and it's just like the death stare.
yeah. Oh, she's got a very yeah.
Death stare.
She's like a painting. She's like a painting. There's a lot going on in that head.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the painting, the eye shift.
Yeah. That's exactly. Then you got Carrie, who's just as intense, and then the daughter's just like looking at her phone all the time. You know, it's not the same thing. It's a different intensity.
Her daughter is. So, I told you, your daughter. I've said this, but your daughter gave me a wrong name when I first met her. What's your name? She's Bethany or whatever the fuck she told me. I go, Bethany, really? And then her friend goes, it's not Bethany, it's Katerina. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to say the name. She goes, it's blah blah blah. And I'm like, I can't believe you just made up a name. And then she just smiles and walks away like, fuck you.
She knew you, though.
How
She was
old was
being
she
playful
when
with
you
you.
Chris Roach.
She was probably
somebody.
8.
Somebody went up to her and goes, "Hi." He goes, "How old are you?" Whatever, and she goes, "I don't even know who you are." Like she really cut him down. She's like, "I'm not telling you anything."
She's a little.
That pussy's like 7 feet
James,
tall.
Yeah.
James from Governors came to Gyrolicious. She was at the register. She was 9 years old, and he goes, "Hi, is
Oh,
your
yeah, she used to do the money, right? She'd take
yeah?"
people's
She
money.
knew that register better than the 23-year-old.
She's
So
very smart. Don't mind me,
James
I'm
goes to
sweating.
her, "Hi, can I speak to your mother?" And she's like, "Who are you?"
The owner
And he
of Governor.
goes, "James, my name is James." And she goes, "What is this? What do you want to talk to her about?" And then he goes, "Well, can you just get her?" And she's like, "No."
What
You
the
got to hear
fuck?
him tell
She's
the
a good
story.
attack dog. She's a good attack
He's
dog.
like, "Well, I really need to speak to your mother." She's like, "About what?"
At 9 years old.
At 9 years old, and I was in. So all of a sudden she comes back and she's like, "Some guy James
That's her attitude, yeah.
wants to talk to you."
That is hilarious.
And I was like, "James, I'm not thinking Governors. I haven't been in Governors in over 10 years at this point."
He hasn't even been in there in 10 years.
No, I'm saying
Yeah.
my kids were already, 9 and 10.
Right,
so
right.
I hadn't been there since they were little,
That's
right?
true, since
Well,
04.
they took over, right? So I go out there and I go, "Oh," I go, "James, how are you?" He goes, "Why are you a little interrogating bulldog here?" Pit bull or whatever he called her. I go, yeah, she's a lot like me. And then we started talking, but it was just
Do
pretty
you think
funny.
she's born like that, or you think it's from? I feel like people's personalities are from the time
They're
born.
born.
Even it's like in their DNA, their personality.
She started talking full sentences at like 15 months. She's like, "Listen, do me a favor, bring home milk and I want cookies." My son was 4 years old going, "Milk, milk, milk." That's all he knew how to say. I mean, she's like, "And don't forget to bring me that thing I wanted." Like, and she was only like 15 months
That's
old.
girls- that's
like,
girls,
it's
though.
beyond.
Girls
It was
like that.
beyond. I was like, "Is he autistic?"
15 months old. She's
I
telling you,
didn't-
go
Is he
fuck
aut-
yourself.
I didn't know what he was. I didn't know if he...
Go fuck yourself. Have a nice day, Mom.
Exactly. Like, I had him in speech therapy. I had him in occupation. I'm like, "Is he autistic? What is he?" Because he couldn't.
He's tired of listening to the women bitch at
yeah,
him. Is
maybe
what
he
it
didn't
is.
have room to talk.
Now, you know what
between
one
two.
therapist told me?
What?
One therapist said to me, his processing hasn't caught up to his age yet.
Mm-hmm.
He's way, way back. She goes, "But within 6 months, you're going to see it's going to just jump."
And did it?
And it did. I swear.
Boys
Because I
are
was going to
delayed.
take him to the city to get him evaluated. And all of a sudden, in 6 months, it went from like the kid not even, and then it was just
You
completely
can't
normal.
compare girls to boys. Girls mature way quicker. Way quicker. My daughter was like that too.
Really?
Like 15 months. I was able to communicate with my youngest daughter when she was like 9 months old. Like she had cognitive skills. I could say to Lily, "Go get your shoes," and she would, crawl on the table, and get her shoes. I'm like, holy shit, she's brilliant.
yeah, yeah.
And my
still
son
is,
though,
yeah.
Stick after the mother.
So
but my son, like he was like 6, 7 months delayed. Where I guess women's brains they mature more
We're a lot
quickly.
smarter.
How
You are.
old?
You
So
really
known
are.
Fact.
It's true.
I
how
agree
old's
with
your
that.
oldest girl?
13. She's gonna be 14 in 2 months.
Does she like boys yet? Do you have any of that stuff?
Yes, she's starting to. It started
It's so horrible when they
Has she
start
given
like,
any hand jobs yet? No, I'm just kidding.
just to me.
No, listen.
That is so.
It's so
that is
gross.
so hard.
I'm helping her with her
Jerk.
technique. No.
Stop it.
No, you know they're just starting to. But I think they're behind on us because my daughter.
Who, the boys?
What, sexually?
Yes, because the girls. Look, my daughter's dating this kid for 9 months.
Your daughter's dating?
Yeah, she won't let him kiss her. He tried to kiss her again yesterday. She wouldn't do it. And I remember she's going to be in, I don't know, 8th grade.
How old is she?
I remember.
She's 13?
12.
She's 13.
Oh, she's 13?
No, she's 12, but she's going to be
Oh,
13.
so she's going into 8th.
But, like, I remember in 5th grade playing Spin the Bottle. I always got stuck with John Francis every fucking time I got that freaking smelly kid. No, I'm kidding, John Francis, if you're watching.
You still talk to him?
No.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I always got stuck with the kid I didn't want.
Oh, I
But
got
we all
That's the
made
story
out.
of my life.
In
So in 5th grade, you were making out.
We were playing Spin the Bottle. You
every
didn't play.
party was like that.
Not till I didn't start with that till like 7th, 8th grade.
No,
Yeah,
we
12
did
I was 12
5th
years
grade.
old.
I remember 5th grade. Remember 5th, 6th
I'm trying
grade?
to think if I was.
I was
wait,
in
5th and
elementary school.
6th. Oh, in elementary school in 6th grade. Oh, you want to know though? I left such a goody two shoes. I went to the party. They're all smoking and drinking, and they're laying on the mattress in the bedroom, and they're all doing shit with each other. And I fucking went home. I walked home. There was no cell phone
But
back
we didn't
then.
do that. We just played Spin the Bottle. We didn't go banging in the
I
other
don't
room.
know if they were banging, but they're rolling around and doing all this shit, and the
no
parents
alcohol.
weren't home.
We were in the fort in the woods.
Oh.
We played in the woods.
I was afraid. Oh my God. I don't want to smoke. I don't want to drink. Oh my
But
God.
that's good. That's how you should be at that
I
age.
was
Oh, yeah.
afraid, and I walked to their. My mother's like, "What are you doing here?" I go, "They were drinking and having sex." But anyway, no, I got a good Spin the Bottle partner.
Gallo, you're in the camera.
What's he doing?
All right, go ahead.
All right.
Is it good? He's trying
You
to get
got a
better
great
angle.
Spin the Bottle story?
No, it's not a great Spin the Bottle story. It was just a very. I used to. Did you guys practice kissing before you actually kissed someone, like in your pillow and stuff? Did you do all that?
What,
no,
an uncle?
We're not
No.
home. No.
I learned how to kiss when I was 6 years old by a 7-year-old, and I was like,
A girl.
yeah, she was.
6 years
Obviously,
old?
Patty.
No, but I mean.
Yeah, she was like she.
Wait,
she
at
had-
6 years old you were making out?
She knew how to do it. I just
With a
followed
tongue,
the lead.
not a tongue.
Tongue everything, and I'm still
So
to this day. I'm
obviously
like,
she was
7 years
molested.
old.
Yeah, she probably was if she
It's a
knows
good
how to
primer.
do that shit.
It's a good primer. It's worked out well for me. That was my crash course in that, and then I made out with Tammy DeRosa when I was 13.
So that's
and
your
her breath
advice?
smelled like hamburgers doing Spin the Bottle.
That's your advice for young men out
Hamburgers.
there today.
Is what
Find a girl that was molested and hook up with her. That's your advice.
I'm gonna say that's Daren's.
That's not my advice.
You're the one saying.
You were making out with 7-year-olds when you
When
were
I was
6.
six.
Let's
That
make
is,
Yeah,
yeah, that's,
when you were
that's okay.
Daren, you're gonna get people in trouble.
With our theater group, all the we call them the theater fags. We were all, but they really were theater fags. The guy I made out with, oh, he was such a good maker outer. I was like madly in love, but of course it turned out he was gay. Lauren, his name
always
was, which
Patty,
is a
could
girl's
your
name.
saliva have something to do?
She turns men gay.
She's a converter.
Like, don't let her kiss
I
you.
do.
'cause-
She's a converter.
I did have a lot. And in high school, I was madly in love. Poor Lou Petronio, he died. But I was so in love with him, and he goes, "Are you going on the?" I go, "Are you going on the trip?" I wanted to be alone with Lou Petronio on the Protestants. You know, the Protestants go away on these trips, and everyone
No.
sleeps in sleeping bags. Well, anyway, so you go on this trip, and it's in front of a fireplace, and everybody makes out at night when the
Camp.
parents go
Sounds
to
like a retreat. Sounds
yeah,
like a
it's one of those
retreat.
things.
Everybody fucks when the parents
When
go
the parents
away.
go to
Yeah.
bed, right? So I'm in the sleeping bag next to him, and I lean over, and he tries to kiss me, and I kiss him, and I'm thinking, oh my God, the love of my life, the man I'm going to marry, Lou Petronio, the sexiest man ever. He kissed me, and then he just starts laughing right in my face, and then he just rolls over and goes to sleep, and I'm like, what the fuck was that? This is like, and then he
You turned
never-
him?
And he was also gay.
Yeah, you turned him.
I
Wow.
didn't turn him. I think but I
Oh,
always
it's a
liked
big-
gay guys. I don't
You
know
are
what the fuck the
vagina
problem-
kryptonite. That's what it is.
It was really bad, and he did. He was not. He had a boyfriend, and his father was always trying to. He's going, Patty, Lou's home
Lou's
for college
with another guy.
I know. Meanwhile, Lou was fucking the Australian.
Listen to me, though.
Whatever, the guy who came over for school. Whatever.
The father knew he was gay.
The exchange student. Thank you. That was the word.
The
I was
father
looking
knew he was gay.
for. I think he knew too.
And he was just grasping at all straws.
And he said he died of an aneurysm, but we all knew he died of AIDS. It was
Did he
fucking-
really?
I think so.
Aw.
Yeah, it was really sad.
That
And I
sucks.
met him years later in New York, and I saw him. And he was still so handsome. He was so beautiful. And he's like, I'm gay, right? And I'm like, yeah,
Well, when you didn't make out with me.
And you were
When you
laughing.
fucking laughed
Well, he
in
did
my
laugh.
face.
He made out
When you
laughing.
enjoyed my finger in your ass, I kind of...
Isn't that crazy? I had a crush on you, Patty. I tell you. that.
Everybody
Oh,
did.
please,
I
I'd like.
did. I loved her little puppy brown eyes and
Nobody.
that poodle hair that you
Patty,
had.
I
Everybody
did have
loved you.
poodle hair.
So
Oh my
cute.
God.
So cute.
Everybody loved you.
You know what? Nobody ever. I never knew anyone liked me when they liked me. I always found out
I
people
have
liked
the same
me
shit. I know.
years later.
It's because
when-
we're insecure. Everyone's scared.
They
That's what
really
it
are.
is.
They
I
really.
think boys are scared.
No,
right?
Absolutely.
no,
No, what
girls
everyone
are
is-
scared these days.
Girls are scared.
They
You think
are
they're scared?
Such women and girls are such pussies. They won't. All they do is text.
That's
They-
true.
They text you. They do Instagram messages,
That's true.
depending on the importance you are in their life.
They're text whores,
non-aggressive.
it's true.
They don't. They don't ever say, "I want to get to know you. I want to get close to you." Da 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 da. You have an opinion? I'm not really. You know, I'll stay away
Well,
from you.
you'd have to meet my one daughter who has too many opinions. But
You
but
trying to
I.
hook me up with your daughter?
No.
Okay. It's the
that
closest
would be
thing to
so
you.
funny.
She's older than 7.
No.
Wait, her daughter?
How's
Yes.
How's the youngest girl you've ever dated? I'm just curious.
At which age?
How much younger have you gone?
At which age?
Like say now. Oh wait, are you with someone now? You got a girlfriend now?
No, I'm not with anybody right now. Back in summer of '42, I was.
How much younger will you go now? Would you date a 20-year-old? I'm just curious.
Nah, I did that last back in February.
You
and it
did
just-
not.
Oh, she was 21 actually. She
And what are you guys thinking?
I'm not thinking anything.
I know that's.
I'm thinking it
Fuck
looks
that.
good on the couch. I like company. You know what happens? There's
It
there's
looks good on the
nobody.
couch.
It does. It looks nice. See a pretty girl sitting on the couch watching TV. You
And do you have anything to talk about? Is there anything
I
interesting?
find. Hey, listen, I could talk to a rock. I could talk to a rock. As long as it's not texting, I could talk
That's
to a rock.
actually probably true.
Do you understand why have a dog? I don't have to walk. Do you know what I'm saying?
Wait, I don't get that. What does that mean?
That means that I could have company. Some people have dogs, some people have cats. Then you gotta let the little shits out. They gotta run around it. I could have a girl come over, sit down. I could have a conversation to some degree.
and then you have
after that,
sex?
you go home. Maybe sex. It's not always the big thing. A lot of it's company.
Really?
Because yeah, so many girls are just inconsistent and they don't know what the fuck they want. They're always looking for the bigger, better thing, but they're always scared, depending on where they are in their life. Like if they're fresh out of a divorce, they're highly motivated, or if they're gonna get divorced, or you might actually be the instrument to get them to do the divorce. So then they're really motivated, like this is my ticket out. But what happens is those people are so fucking starry-eyed that they think it's going to be a really great thing, and I got this guy who's like crazy and wacky, he's a comedian, da-da-da-da, and they think I'm going to break out, I'm going to show the world, and then all of a sudden I go, I can't do it, you're married, I'm not fucking doing that. Are you crazy? And I say, why don't you talk to your husband? What is the problem? He's got bad breath, he doesn't like to fuck, we got 3 kids. It's the same thing over and over again. It just goes over and over again.
So in other words, so there'll be a girl who's married and you're seeing her, or whatever, and
No, I'm not
she's
seeing
thinking.
her. She is
She's thinking you're the
Pursuing
one.
him,
making
but
the
he's-
moves.
right.
Oh,
Yeah,
she's
that's
pursuing
happened.
you.
And that, you know what? I dated one for 4 years, and it was not good because they're in a delusional state of mind because they think I am their introduction to dating life. So now they're getting with the guy who's already been out there, who's confident, and then they think everybody else is going to be as great of a boyfriend as me after they leave me. And next thing you know it, they don't find shit out there.
And they
they're
come back.
scorned, and they come back, and they go, yeah,
Too late.
I can't do
Too
that.
little, too late.
Yeah, you looked for the guy that looks like me, but is not as smart and charming, so you fucking lost. You lost.
Do you want to get married again or no?
Yeah, I'd like to get married
You
again.
would like to get
Absolutely,
married?
absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like being married.
Because you know
actually.
why? It's going to be a
Because you
good
need
thing.
health care benefits.
No, no. I like an intelligent girl.
I would
don't-
never get married again.
No, I would do.
You
it.
would never get. You want to know something funny about
No,
you
because
saying
you
that?
know why you're
neither,
saying
me
that? I'll tell you why.
neither,
I said
me
the
neither.
same
I'm
thing.
not doing it.
I
It's too
said
much.
I
It's
said
too
that.
much. It's
Here's
a
the
lot
thing.
of work.
But it depends on where you are in your life.
It's a lot. That's
You're
I
in a
lose-
marriage
do
right
I lose
now.
the pension if I get married again?
Yes, you do. That's
Yeah,
what happened
so
to me. I
I'm not-
lost it.
I'm not
Wait,
doing
can I just say something?
Yeah.
I had written a question. I didn't know you were coming, so I write my little questions for
Oh, yeah,
Daren
sure.
Dillon.
Oh,
Here's
sorry,
one of the
Daren.
questions. You don't seem like the marrying kind. Why did you get married? You don't seem
I
like the
am
guy
though. I
who
am.
would
See, it's
get
funny we had this
married.
conversation.
He's a very sensitive guy.
You
On
are?
what you see on stage is
Yes.
is
Who's she waving at?
Gum. I need gum from Gallo. Go
Oh,
ahead.
okay.
when you see me on. That's the voice inside of my head.
That's
that I
not,
don't let
but
out.
that's real.
Right, it's real, but I don't let that out. I contain that because I know that voice is a problem.
Yeah.
I'm not like that.
Hysterical.
I don't like to be
Can
in
I
your
touch
face
it?
and
Do you have to
nasty
touch it?
and a matter of fact, I'm very.
Give me another piece.
I want to make sure everyone's okay. I'm very. What do we call that?
Codependent.
Codependent. That's me.
Okay.
I want to make sure
So
everyone's
with your
fine.
with your wife,
I don't think that's
you're always
codependent.
worried about her. I'll take one of those
Well, not
too.
just everyone in general.
We're eating gum.
I'll have one too.
We're gonna have
please.
Kevin Brennan saying we're making snapping noises as we chew.
Go ahead, we're listening.
So, I'm nothing like that voice on stage. Although I have those thoughts and feelings and they're real, I know that you gotta not let
But
that
you just
out.
said you don't want to get married again.
No, because it's too much work. I like being married.
But
now,
it's
I have
also
family.
where you are right now, Darren.
Yeah, but it's too much, George. I don't care where I was. I could be in fucking France. I don't want to get married again.
Why
It
don't we
sucks.
switch? We should
So
just
wait a minute.
switch.
If your
What
wife,
if she was loaded
No.
and hot?
It's,
No.
Women are fucking bull.
you want to be by yourself. Wait,
No.
You
I
wanna
need.
be by
I need to
yourself.
have that emotional bond.
If she was
okay?
one
In order to
of
have
the
that emotional bond,
Kardashians, and
Fuck
you,
that.
and wait a minute.
I'd fuck him before I fuck the
Wait
Kardashian.
a minute. If she was one of the Kardashians, listen
I
to me.
knew it.
If she was one of the Kardashians, and you got half her money
How long did I have to be married to her for?
forever.
Fuck that.
No.
Money's not
couldn't
the
do it.
issue. No,
Couldn't
money,
do it.
Money is not the issue.
Look at Adam. Adam
Look,
made the face.
You guys
like,
are married. You've
would
been married.
you do it?
You're
Carrie
married.
is
Carrie.
financially
Hold on.
motivated.
I want to ask Adam.
What are you asking?
Would you marry one of the Kardashians, but you couldn't break up with her, and you'd get half her money?
And the ugly Kardashian, not even the good one.
That's tough.
The ugly one.
The one
I'd
that
have to
killed
think-
Lamar.
I'd have to
But
think
you like big asses. They all have
yeah,
big asses.
but the only one that's really pretty is Kim.
Kim,
though.
right?
No, that's the
Yeah.
skinny model, but you don't like the skinny.
No,
ass
the
girls.
Chloe's
I mean,
not ugly.
What are you talking
Yes,
about?
she is.
Chloe's
Kylie?
bad.
Chloe-
She's a
Kylie?
fucking
Wait,
No,
rude.
Kylie's
Chloe.
a Jenner.
What a genetic mess that fucking family is.
Who
It's
cares?
just-
We were
They're
talking about you. Let's
They
talk
were
about
crazy.
Hit your shit.
Anyway, you know,
But so you.
a marriage it's work. It's fucking work, and I don't mind doing the work. I'm committed to it. I want it to work. I'll do whatever I need to do. But I'm at a point in my life where, God forbid, if this didn't work out, I don't want to jump back into
That's
that.
what Carrie says she wouldn't get married
It's too
again.
much fucking work.
It's your age.
I don't need to invest that. You get married to have children. I have children.
My
I'm
hub-
not gonna have any more children. That's
My
it. I'm
husband's
done.
not going anywhere. He's staying right where he fucking
How
is
do you
staying.
know? You're so sure. Carrie is so sure.
Well, maybe he'll leave, but I'm not leaving.
He ain't leaving.
She's got those benefits.
He's a good guy.
He's a great guy. Your husband's
He
a
really
great
is.
guy.
He
He's
is.
a saint.
Everyone loves Sam,
He's a saint.
and he's funny.
I don't know. I don't know about that. It's funny. I'm always on the fence because like I see so many other couples that just like no one's happy. Everyone thinks everyone's happy, but social media
No
I'm
one's
paints a
happy.
happy.
picture.
I'm happy with my husband. I have to say.
Yeah.
good.
We get along great.
You do. He hates
That's great.
you, but you're good.
He's
But
the only
you're
person
lucky.
who put up
You
You're
with
also
me.
on
found
two different
someone-
shifts too.
You found
Yeah,
someone,
you know what? That's true. I never see him. That's true.
and you found someone second time around.
Yeah.
So it's
The first
it's not
one was
easy.
a mess. This one's
The next one might be even a bigger mess. Why take that fucking chance?
that's
I
the
wouldn't.
end.
I don't think I would marry someone again after Kevin because I don't think anyone would be as nice to me. Would
No,
you always
Kevin's
be
very
comparing
good to you.
somebody else. To
You stepped in shit when you met Kevin.
I did. My younger one, that one that's sassy. She's the one who said, "I don't know what Kevin sees in you. No offense." That's what
Oh,
Oh
my
my
God.
God.
Who said that?
She's an
she.
angel.
My younger
That one?
daughter. And I go, "I'm loyal. I'm witty."
And now you're explaining
Yeah,
it to
now
her.
I'm explaining to her, which was so embarrassing. I go, "I used to be good in bed years ago." She goes, "Mom, it's fine."
How do
she
you
goes,
lose that?
Yeah, what do you mean
How
used
do
to?
you
Is it the-
lose that?
You go
Your
through
neck?
menopause, my neck,
is
and
that
you
what
go.
it is?
Yeah, I have a plate in my neck now, and I went through menopause. I still fuck. I just fucked last night. Thank you.
Did you fuck him, though?
I fucked
Congratulations.
him
Okay,
last
good.
night,
That's
yeah.
good.
Mondays, I told you, after Antiques Roadshow.
Oh, you do?
He
Oh,
knows my
after
schedule.
Antiques on Mondays.
We do.
The antiques get you all hot.
Antiques Roadshow.
Ooh, look at that. It's a Chippendale.
Double episode, and then we bang at like, midnight, whatever. But anyway, yeah, so she was like, why, she goes, don't worry about it. She goes, Mom, I don't know why my boyfriend's with me either. We're both the same. We're both horrible to be with. And I'm like,
terrible.
what? So then a couple of weeks later, I'm talking to Kevin. I go, why do you like me? He goes, you're vivacious. I go, vivacious? He goes, yeah. I go, I'm calling Anna. Anna was at college. I call up Anna. I go, guess what? She goes, what? I go, Kevin,
You're so funny.
Kevin says the
So funny.
reason he's with me is because I'm vivacious. And there's a pause, and she goes, I can't believe you're calling me 2 weeks later to tell me. She goes, if you've been thinking about this for 2 weeks, she goes, that's pathetic. And she goes, I gotta go. And she hangs up the
That's
phone.
hysterical that you called
But
her.
I was like,
She's like your straight guy.
she
I
really,
swear.
it was
I
so
love her.
embarrassing. I was like, yeah, why did I feel I had to prove that I'm
Kevin likes me.
vivacious?
Someone
Yeah.
likes me, yeah.
Yeah,
Your
but
husband's a
listen,
great guy, though. He
He's
really
the
is.
nicest guy. I don't know.
He's
I
a
don't know
He is.
why he
I
likes
felt
me.
comfortable when I met him. He's
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you're in all the pictures with him.
You show up at his Christmas party.
That is the funniest shit. I got to see if he does have those because I
He
thought he
had the
didn't
link.
have the pictures.
There was a link on his page, on his company's.
But was that years and years ago?
Yes.
Well, I did it in 08, so.
Well,
there's
yeah.
probably-
Well, he had it on it for a short while. I don't know that he still has it, but I'll ask him. But I don't
Ask
think
him again. I won't
All
hold
right,
my
I'm gonna
breath.
ask.
That
Yeah.
is funny.
That's
That is
like,
hysterical.
that's the same thing that I get back, like when I got arrested here in the city for.
Wait, you did get arrested?
I
thought
did
you said
actually.
you didn't
yeah.
get arrested.
What did I get
The
arrested
Chinese
for?
restaurant you got arrested
Wait, no,
for.
I got arrested for something. What the hell was it? Mark Lund got me out of jail. I stayed in jail overnight.
Didn't you impersonate an officer?
Oh, I know what it was. I was, that's right. I was making a video, 30 Chinese restaurants
Right.
in 30 seconds.
And
I
you
was in-
said you were a cop.
I said I was with the
Yeah.
FBI. Now give me my ticket. I'll be on my way. That's right.
You
That's
said
when I was
that
arrested.
to a cop?
Yeah.
You said I'm with the FBI
It's a good move.
Yeah,
to
give me
a
my
cop.
Yeah, I said give me
Like
my
they don't have
ticket.
technology to check up on
And
that.
he left. It was 2005, I think.
It wasn't 1941.
It was
fucking
in 05.
computers.
Yeah. So what happened was, that's right. So the cop goes, I thought he was stupid, whatever. He looked like he was green, and there was another cop in the car. It was in Flushing, so they were both Asian. I never saw Asian cops before. And he's like, sir,
Hashtag racist.
It's not racist. It's
I never see an Asian
stereotyping.
cop. They're usually fucking doctors. How do I know?
Traditionally, okay, let's kind of navigate away from the whole racist term.
Okay.
Traditionally,
Yes.
Indians own card stores, 7-Elevens, okay?
It's a
Asians-
stereotype.
Right.
It
Well, there's
doesn't
a
mean you're
reason why
It's
racist.
what I've observed.
Right.
Whatever you want to call it. So anyway, I've never seen. So anyway, he's a cop, and he goes turn off the car and do all that stuff, and then they towed the car away. I went in the jail cell. I still didn't get to work that day. I called in sick at 4 p.m. And then I was like, I need to make my phone call. And then I did the CB radio sound. Please, I need to make a phone call. Please, Officer Mefkin. He comes
Fucking
running into the
nightmare.
jail cell. He goes, who the fuck's got the radio? The other guy in the cell's like, he does. He does. Take all your clothes off. I'm like, I don't got
no!
He's like, take your fucking underwear off. I'm like, I'm
No!
telling you. He goes, where's the radio? I go, he's like, fucking asshole, you make your call in 2 minutes. I had to call my job. It was 4 o'clock already.
Did you
How
get
did you know-
fired from that job for that?
No, I did not get fired.
How did you not go to prison though for that? And
The
impersonating an
CIA
officer?
came in, and then the
CIA?
CIA, because they looked through my bag, and they saw that they sat me down and said, Mr. Gallo, you have demolition plans of New York City.
Demolition.
Well,
Yeah.
listen, yeah.
Yeah, well, I do architectural design and project management, so I'm like, I work at Fifth Avenue, at the fucking 760, the GM building. I do architectural design, space planning, and all that shit.
forgot that you did
Space
that.
planning? What are you launching? I'm like, no, it's space, like for people to occupy, occupancy planning. Oh, I see. Okay, all right. All right. You seem like a bright guy and all that stuff, and what's with the schwa stickers? No, I'm just kidding. Then I went back in there, and then I had a whole court date, and it was, I had
So
to
what
pay-
happened?
I had to pay a couple $1,000s for an attorney.
Oh my God.
And they said, take down the stuff on your website that says I terrorize the minds of ordinary people all over the place. It says looks like terrorism, and all your
Is that
videos.
back up now on your?
That is ridiculous.
I don't know. That was 2004. Everybody was uptight about 2001.
Oh my God.
And 2001 was uptight about 1979, and 1979's like,
Hey, what the fuck's going on with 1942?
I don't know.
That's
wow,
insane.
and that doesn't stop you ending up in a cell where
Stop
they're telling
you?
to
That
take
does
your
not
pants
stop
off?
you?
That doesn't stop you?
No. No, it's experience. I'm much better now. I know what I'm doing.
Better at doing
Interacting with the
crazy
people,
things.
much more sensitive to people, and not as stupid.
So you don't get arrested now when you do the shit. You do the shit, and you,
Knock on wood.
except for maybe today
I've
when
done
you go
many,
out.
many things. I do many street things, and I try and finesse it as best as possible without any malice
You know what I thought was really
and
funny?
non-threatening,
What did I
motherfucker.
see you do a comedy bit?
I don't know how you get away with some of the stuff.
What's
you
the
do.
comedy bit you do for 4th of July or something? Where did I see it?
Oh, I blow my arm off
Oh my God!
because I was playing
is
with
it-
fireworks.
Oh my! I'm watching this bit.
It's on my Facebook channel.
It's on Facebook.
George
I forgot where
Gallo,
I saw it.
comedian.
It's the funniest thing I ever saw. If you want to see George get his arm blown off for
It's
the 4th of
hysterical.
July,
You're like
Yeah.
double jointed.
it's I don't even
Not
know.
anymore. I fucked up my shoulders
Can't
from
do it
working
anymore?
out.
That is
It
hilarious.
Yeah.
was hilarious, and it literally looks like
It's hanging off.
You can't do it anymore.
his arm is
I
gone.
could do it if I. Yeah, I could do
It's
it.
but
if I'm on
it's gone
stage.
from the elbow down,
That's
which
hysterical.
is so. It's not like you're putting your arm behind your back. It's like I don't know how the fuck you did it. Anyway, it's
You're
really
so
funny.
cute, Patty.
It's
You really are.
grossed up.
You are
I'm
so
not.
cute. You are.
I'm an old hag, but
Yeah.
you were hilarious.
You're not an old hag.
She's not a
I
hag.
am
Mm-mm.
a little.
You're
I'm
not
a little
hag.
bit.
You are
Cute and funny.
very funny.
Oh,
Not
I
rotten
love
like
you
Carrie.
guys. What's Carrie looking at?
Carrie's rotten.
Carrie's reading
She's
her
on,
phone.
she's on
She is
Tinder.
just
That
rotten.
fucking
Carrie used to
Why
protect me
can't-
in the city.
I don't understand
She did.
why the
She was your muscle.
world, why the government can't figure out a bug spray to kill ticks.
They
What the
can.
fuck?
What do you mean? You got ticks in your house again?
No.
They're in Long Island.
Carrie
They're
always has
everywhere.
ticks
There's no
or
ticks
shit in her
in my house.
Everywhere.
They're on Facebook. Everybody posts another thing about ticks, and she's writing this thing. It's like, what the ticks on the thing that she's writing. But what I'm saying to you guys is, why can't the government just come up with a bug spray and kill the fucking ticks?
Because then
There's
you
too
breathe
many
in
of
the
them.
shit and people die from the shit you're breathing
There's
in.
just too many. Leave the ticks alone.
Yeah, ticks are there to. What don't they do something good?
Yeah.
No, you can get quails to eat
To
them.
eat them. That's right. Quails eat them all.
What's a quail? Like a bird?
bird.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, there's not enough fucking quails. That's like saying, don't kill the spiders. They take it. You know, they eat other bugs. No, they don't. Spiders here.
Joey
to
Cola was
hurt
just
you.
talking that to me the other day. I was
He
talking
loves
to him.
the animals.
Yeah, my kid, he's the greatest guy in the world. He had me and wife and the kids over for butterflies. He's giving like little butterfly eggs.
Oh, he's so into the
Oh,
butterflies.
he's the
Joey
best.
Cola,
But
Joey
he was
Cola's all
telling
our
me
friends.
about the quails. He released like 1,000 quails at some preserve to
And
eat all
it
these
dropped the
ticks.
He
tick
released-
population down to like 50%.
Yeah.
Wait, Joey
No,
bought the
wait.
quails?
Was
No,
that
but he helped
intentionally?
launch them with this.
Wait a second. He intentionally launched quails
Yeah,
to
with
kill
some-
ticks?
Yeah, well, it was like a whole Boy
That's
Scout group.
ridiculous.
No, it
That's
worked.
that's fucking ridiculous.
What, you think he's lying?
No, that's ridiculous.
All right,
50
let's get him on
you know
the
how many
phone.
No, you know how many?
You know how many?
Oh, now I thought it was 50
no,
quails.
it's 1,000.
No,
It cut the
thousands.
population of ticks down by like 50%.
There's no fucking way a quail can see a tick on the fucking ground.
That's
there's
what
no,
they eat.
there's no way.
That's
It's gonna
what
be like,
they-
oh, that's a fucking ladybug. Oh, that's a cockroach. Oh,
That's
a
what
fucking,
they eat, you
that's a
idiot.
No,
You're
there's
such a
no
douche.
way. There's no way. That's
Okay,
ridiculous.
fine.
That's a fucking. You know what that is? That's
What?
a myth.
It's a myth.
It is. That's an absolute.
You're absolutely
myth.
insane.
No, that's ridiculous. I'm insane.
Look it up right
you
now.
think a dove is gonna see
It's
a
not a
fucking
dove,
tick?
stupid. It's a quail.
It's the same fucking
No, it's not.
thing.
Look it up right now.
Yeah,
Someone look it
it's
up.
the partridge
Someone out there, look
family.
it up. What do quails eat?
I'm looking it up.
Yeah,
Right
look
now.
it up. Right. Look it up.
I'm doing it right now. Hold on.
You don't think
Where's my fucking
say
phone?
if a fucking quail ate 5 ticks, it could only handle 5
Five.
ticks a day.
They eat like
They
50,000 a
they
day.
would probably
No,
eat a
they
lot
It's
a
don't-
day.
amazing how many they eat. Not
50,000
50,000,
ticks.
but they eat a lot.
You think
I guarantee you
that's
they.
if you're harvesting ticks.
I bet you they
How
eat.
do you
I
harvest
bet you a
tick?
quail can eat up to 3 pounds of ticks a day.
I'm sure that's if it's all in one spot. You think a fucking tick is gonna find 5,000 fucking ticks in a field?
A tick is gonna find 5,000 ticks? What are you?
How many?
What are you fucking saying?
Okay.
Because you're making me do this
I'll
shit.
do it right after this.
Yeah,
Hold on.
you make me fucking do this,
This
Billy.
is fucking captivating.
How many
broadcast.
ticks
Nonsense.
can a quail eat
Eat.
That's like that kid.
in a
rhyme.
day?
She's snapping.
How
her
much wood
fucking
could a
gum.
woodchuck chuck?
This
If a
is
woodchuck
stupid.
could chuck wood,
And it's gonna
he'd
say,
chuck as much wood as a
Quails
woodchuck
don't
could.
eat ticks. It's gonna say that.
If that's the case, we're driving to Belmore right now and gonna kick the shit out of
It says,
Joey
do you
Cola
mean
to
how
lie
many
to
ticks can a quail eat in a day? Yes, that is what I fucking mean.
Yeah, but
Okay.
that's if it's self-serve. Like if it's in one
The
pile.
ticks here are ridiculous. What the fuck?
It's nonsense.
Wait a minute. Do
Come on, what do
quail eat bugs? Do quails eat ticks? Here we go. The bob white quail is a ground hunter with a large appetite, and its daily menu consists of insects such as beetles, grasshoppers, caterpillars, spiders, and ticks.
Yeah, well, if
In
it's in the
towns-
scope of it.
Like Smithtown and Northern Hempstead, there have already been dozens of birds released into
See?
the park areas
Yeah, go
to
on.
help control the tick
Population.
population.
Thank you.
Not happening.
Not happening.
It's not.
You're so stubborn.
I like the way you show him the facts and he goes,
Not
no.
happening.
No, it's not happening. Like I can understand if
Fake
there's a rodent.
news.
Hold on.
Fake news.
If there's a hold on a second. A tick is this big, okay, and it's flat. Okay, I can understand having hawks released to control rodents because there aren't as rodents aren't like everywhere. Ticks are hanging on fucking grass. They're in
So it's that much easier to
inconspicuous places.
find.
No, it's not. They blend in with shit. They're not like crawling like rodents and other creatures and mice and gophers and shit. But they're like stuck. They're hiding. They're like patches on the wood. A quail is gonna be like.
But
It matches. It moved. No, it just
But
doesn't
maybe
work.
a
It's
quail
ridiculous.
sees a tick like you see a pretty girl.
Infrared
Yeah.
tick
Like
vision.
all of a sudden,
Bullshit.
you're like, ooh, there's a sexy girl, and the tick's like, ooh, a beetle, and then just fucking
Yeah,
gnaws
and
it.
it's also choosing from beetles and other fucking shelled creatures.
It eats
it's
them all.
Not,
It eats them all.
that's right. If it eats them all, a tick is only a small percentage of that. So inside its diet during the day, a tick is just a fucking fragment of what it's going to eat in a day.
We'll get a degree in etymology and then we'll talk about it.
All right.
That's for bugs.
I
Etymology?
got
All right,
4
well-
years of this.
we have to,
we have to
wrap
it up.
Oh my
Alright.
God! It
Getting
just
the
got so
wrap up.
captivating with the TikTok.
TikTok.
That's a great
That's
name
what
for
we
your
should
office.
call our
You know what they
show.
have?
Instead
It's our
of
new show.
Two
They
Tired
show
Twats.
they show deer tick they show a deer tick,
Rabbit tick.
then they show a dog tick, then
Duck
they
tick.
show whatever, a duck tick, like that,
Yeah.
and then they show Ortez a lunatic.
Carrie.
They have her face.
A lunatic.
Carrie, that's
I
like
feel like that was a joke that someone off stage
They
told
no,
me.
they
like,
had it on
Hey,
Facebook.
what kind of tick do you find on the moon? A lunatic. Put that in your act.
Exactly.
All right, listen. We have to go. We loved having you guys. I loved that. I didn't even know you were coming today. You were like a surprise
I
guest.
dragged them with me.
If you're
Love
on my
it.
page, you're watching my favorite comedians here, my favorite female comedians.
They're
Patty
the best.
Rossborough on the end.
mwah.
Carrie Carabas, my girl with the two
Ah.
sets of glasses.
Funniest girls. These are the funniest girls in the country that
Absolutely.
you don't know about.
Oh,
You
I
have
love
to
you
see
guys.
them. I'm not just saying it to blow smoke
No,
up your ass. You
no
guys
bullshit.
are the best of the
Gotta
best.
have a lot of
And-
smoke to go
but
up
it's
mine.
frustrating. It's frustrating to know the talent you guys have, and it's just not acknowledged.
It's not
'Cause
bullshit.
You see other shit that's out there, and it's shit, and you guys just
No,
Thank
and,
you.
and there aren't a
Right.
lot of funny girls out there.
Thank
There
you,
are.
Jim.
There are not a lot of funny girls. The ones that you see on Comedy Central, blah 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 blah.
I think there's
This
My
funny
is
girls.
really
observation-
There's funny
No,
girls.
No, there are funny females out there, but there's a
My
few of them that are
daughter's
just
funny.
not down to earth.
Molly
I have never seen. I'm
Kornfeld,
sure
Molly
she must be. She's
Kornfeld.
related.
She's very funny.
Yeah.
I just worked actually with
Olga
Molly
Namer, funny.
Kornfeld and Olga
But she
Namer.
hasn't worked
Very
the
funny.
Olga's
Both
funny.
of them are very
Olga's
funny.
Both of them
funny.
very funny.
Anyway, we have to wrap
Cheers.
it up.
Thanks,
but
girls.
where are you going to be this weekend? Are you going to be working?
Oh, you know
anywhere?
what? This
Are you
is
I'm
gonna
going to be
gonna
working on my basement on
This
my
isn't gonna
computer
be
doing
released.
This
architecture
isn't going
work.
up for a
This isn't
while,
going
so
up for a
don't.
while.
Oh, right.
This
Oh,
is
yeah.
going
Don't
up
do
till
plus.
whenever the
August.
fuck it.
I'd give my August.
Yeah, say where you're gonna be.
Oh, Jesus
wait.
Christ.
July 27th.
That's but that's past that.
Where are you going to be in August?
Yeah, say July.
July 27th, we're going to be at Governor's. August 2nd, I'm doing a breast cancer thing, and then the Port Jeff Theater.
Where's your breast cancer thing?
It's at the Clarion. It's a Mike Dillon
In
thing. It's
Long
a-
Island?
Yeah, it's a fundraiser thing.
Go ahead.
All right.
And the 24th, I'm doing the Port Jeff Theater for that Long Island Comedy Festival.
Okay.
Oh,
And we'll
that's
be
nice.
at Governor's the 27th. of
Carrie's gonna be away
July.
all August. I
I'll
don't know
be
where
in
the fuck I'm gonna be
Mykonos
either.
and then in
Eating cheese and olives.
Santorini.
And
And
Uzo.
I'll be on a yacht in August.
Okay.
All right.
Wow. Thank you so much, and I feel
Thank
like
you.
Comic
Thanks.
Strip Live. Thank you for Comic Strip for letting us use your room. We got Adam Hineker as
Thank you,
our
Adam.
producer,
Thanks,
sound man.
We are
blah, blah.
thanking all our Patreon people for giving us your money. If you want to give us more money, we are at www.patreon.com/twottiredtwats. Thank you to all our wonderful Patreon people.
We're four
You guys, without you, we're
We're
$100. We're $100
In the
less in the hole. A month.
Pay up. Come on, pay.
Thank you, boys. I love
Well,
both
thank
of
you
you. I
guys.
think you guys are just.
This was great.
Thanks
I've known
for
you
coming
for a million years. I've
Anytime.
known you for almost a million
Almost
years.
a million. It's good to
And-
be here. It's good to see you guys.
It was fun.
Pleasure. You two.
Right.
Hilarious.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Cheers.
Goodbye. Thank you, guys.
That was great.